So how many of you, with a show of hands, think your company's onboarding process is good? Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. What this tells me is that a good many of you are either blissfully ignorant or willfully delusional. 12%. That is the number of you that should have raised your hands, because 12% is the number of employees that feel they had a good onboarding experience according to a Gallup poll. And if your neighbor raised their hand, don't worry, because I'm definitely not talking about them. They're great. I'm sure they're going to be up here next week giving this talk. They're fine. But let's think about that number. That means 88% of companies are taking their most valuable asset, their people. The people that they just spent a bunch of money and time and resources bringing into their organization, and they're giving them lackluster training. They're giving them a lackluster introduction to their organization. And then they're shocked when a year in, that employee is giving a lackluster performance. It's absolutely no wonder that 50% of senior level hires will fail within the first 18 months. That's a pretty staggering number. These are pretty big numbers that we're talking about here. The good news is, because most companies are abysmal at onboarding, it really doesn't take that much to impress. A little bit of forethought, some planning, the right system in place to support your process. All of these are keys to onboarding success. Onboarding is more than paperwork. It's more than, hey, you got to sign your I-9, you got to do your tax withholding, we're getting you set up for payroll, oh, and here's your laptop. That's not onboarding. Good onboarding does two things. It enables your employees to excel to their fullest potential more quickly, and it aids in those same employees' retention.